Welcome back to Managing Your Business by the Numbers. If you're a returning viewer, I appreciate your continued support. And if this is your first time here, whether you found us by searching or an algorithm brought us together, I hope you find valuable insights today. Today, we're diving into the concept of liquidity. No, not the kind of liquid you find in your coffee cup, although that's pretty important too. We're talking about how easily your business can turn assets into cash. So grab your notepads, maybe a cup of that liquid caffeine. Now, if you're ready, let's begin. So, what exactly is liquidity? In its simplest terms, liquidity is your business's ability to convert assets into cash quickly and without significant loss of value. Think of it as your business's financial quick draw ability. Just like how fast you can grab that last donut in the office kitchen, speed matters. Having good liquidity means you can cover short term obligations without breaking a sweat, which is crucial for keeping your operations running smoothly. Let's break down the types of assets and how quickly they can be turned into cash. First up, we have cash and cash equivalents. This is the Usain Bolt of assets. Super quick and always ready. Think money in your checking or savings account. These assets can be accessed immediately, making them the most liquid. They're essential for day to day operations like paying bills, wages, and other immediate expenses. Next, accounts receivable. This is money owed to you by your customers. It's like waiting for your friend to pay you back for lunch, but hopefully not too long. Receivables are pretty liquid because you expect to receive the money soon, but there's always a bit of uncertainty. It's important to stay on top of your collections to maintain good cash flow. Then we have inventory. These are the products you have ready to sell. It's like trying to sell your comic book collection. Might take some time, but you'll get there. Inventory is moderately liquid because while you expect to sell it and convert it into cash, it can take some time, especially if sales are slow or you have overstocked items. Finally, fixed assets like machinery and buildings. These are the dinosaurs of the asset world. Valuable, but not exactly known for their speed. Selling a machine is like selling an antique. It's possible, but requires the right buyer and time. Fixed assets are critical for long term operations, but not ideal for quick cash needs because they tend to take months or even years to sell at the right price. Now, how do we measure this elusive liquidity? Let's talk about a few key financial ratios. This one's a quick fitness check. Are your current assets in good shape to cover your current liabilities? A current ratio of 1 indicates that you have more assets than liabilities, which is generally a good sign. For example, if you have $200,000 in current assets and $100,000 in current liabilities, your current ratio is 2.0. This means you have twice as many assets as liabilities, providing a comfortable cushion. If you don't remember what current assets and liabilities are, you can always watch one of my earlier videos to get a refresher. Think of this as a no fluff version. We subtract out inventory because, well, let's face it, selling all your stock instantly isn't realistic. The quick ratio gives a more stringent view of liquidity by focusing on the most liquid assets. If your quick ratio is above 1, it indicates you can cover your liabilities without relying on selling inventory, which adds an extra layer of security. This is the ultimate stress test. How much cold hard cash do you have to cover those immediate bills? The cash ratio looks only at cash and equivalents, providing a very conservative measure of liquidity. A cash ratio of 0.5 means you can cover half of your immediate liabilities with your cash on hand, while a ratio of 1.0 means you're fully covered. It's a great way to gauge your ability to handle emergencies. Why is liquidity such a big deal? Well, it keeps your business running smoothly and helps you juggle all those financial responsibilities without dropping the ball. You need to meet short term obligations like payroll, suppliers, and utilities. Imagine trying to run a marathon in flip flops. That just doesn't work. Good liquidity ensures that you can pay your employees on time, keep your suppliers happy, and cover your utility bills, which is crucial for maintaining smooth operations and avoiding disruptions. Liquidity is a key indicator of your business's overall financial health. Think of it as your financial pulse. Steady and strong means you're in good shape. A business with good liquidity is seen as financially stable and less risky, which can make it easier to obtain loans and attract investors. It shows that you can handle short term financial challenges without scrambling for cash. It also gives you the flexibility to seize new opportunities, like grabbing that deal on bulk purchases or investing in new technology. Having cash on hand allows you to take advantage of discounts, invest in growth opportunities, and respond quickly to market changes. It's like having a ready reserve of energy to sprint when you need to. And lastly, it's a cushion against unexpected expenses or downturns, like having an emergency chocolate stash, always good to have. Whether an unexpected repair, a slow sales period, or a sudden increase in costs, having liquidity means you can weather these challenges without resorting to costly loans or making drastic cuts. But beware, liquidity isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Here are a few potential pitfalls. Having too much inventory is like having a closet full of clothes you never wear. It looks good, but it doesn't help when you need quick cash. Excess inventory ties up your cash in products that may take some time to sell, reducing your immediate liquidity. It's important to balance your inventory levels to ensure you have enough to meet demand without overcommitting your cash. Late payments from customers can put a real strain on your cash flow. It's like waiting for a pizza delivery, frustrating and hungry. When customers delay payments, it can create a cash crunch, making it difficult to cover your expenses. Implementing strong credit policies and following up on overdue accounts can help maintain healthy cash flow. High fixed expenses can be a burden. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack everywhere. Slows you down. Fixed costs like rent, salaries, insurance, they must be paid regardless of your sales. So if revenue dips, these expenses can quickly drain your liquidity. Keeping fixed costs under control and monitoring them closely can help maintain financial flexibility. Let's not forget seasonal variations. Managing liquidity during off peak seasons is like trying to keep your cool during a summer heat wave. It's challenging. Seasonal businesses must plan for periods of low revenue by maintaining a buffer during peak times. Forecasting cash flow and preparing for seasonal fluctuations can help smooth out the financial bumps. Now, how can you manage and improve your liquidity? Here are some tips. Balance your inventory levels. It's like keeping your fridge stocked, enough to avoid hunger, but not so much that things spoil. Regularly review your inventory turnover rates and adjust your purchasing strategies to ensure that you're not tying up too much cash in slow moving items. Encourage quicker payments from customers. Offer discounts for early payments. It's like offering cookies. Everyone loves a good incentive. Implementing early payment discounts, stricter credit terms, and timely invoicing can help accelerate cash collections, improving your liquidity. Cut unnecessary costs. Think of it as trimming the fat. Your business will be leaner and more agile. Regularly review your expenses and identify areas where you can reduce costs without impacting operations. Now, you might be thinking, can there be too much liquidity? Surprisingly, the answer is yes. While having enough liquidity is crucial, having too much can also be a problem. When you hold a lot of cash or highly liquid assets, you're potentially missing out on other opportunities to invest that money in ways that could yield a higher return. Think of it as keeping your savings under the mattress instead of in a savings account or investments. That cash isn't working as hard for you as it could be. In business, this might mean missing out on expanding your product line, investing in new technology, or even marketing efforts that could grow your business. Holding too much cash can also be detrimental because of inflation. Over time, inflation reduces the purchasing power of your money. So while you might feel secure with a big cash reserve, its value is slowly being eroded. It's like leaving a chocolate bar out in the sun. It melts before you get to enjoy it. A high level of liquidity can indicate that a business is not investing enough in its growth. If you're always holding on to your cash, you might be missing out on opportunities to reinvest in your business, whether that's upgrading equipment, hiring new talent, or launching new products. It's like having a car and never driving it. You're not getting the full benefit of what you have. So while it's crucial to maintain a healthy level of liquidity to cover your short-term obligations and emergencies, it's also important to find a balance. Make sure your cash reserves are working for you by investing in growth opportunities and ensuring your money retains its value over time. It's all about balance, like enjoying that right amount of coffee, enough to keep you alert, but not so much that you're jittery. To wrap up, liquidity is crucial for keeping your business running smoothly, seizing opportunities, and managing risks. Think of liquidity like the morning coffee. Just as that coffee keeps you energized and ready to face the day, good liquidity keeps your business financially energized and ready to tackle any challenges that come your way. So take a moment to assess your liquidity and make the necessary adjustments. Your business will thank you. Got questions? Drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your contacts. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Stay tuned for our next video where we'll dive into another essential business topic. And until then, keep those numbers in check and keep your coffee and liquidity flowing. And until then, have a great day.